All right, new store, finally. This is another one that was highly requested. Just never got over to where they're located. We do have a couple around here, but I'm just never in this area. But I said we'll make the trip today. So today we're going to Aldi, see what's going on in here. I like Aldi, a lot of good stuff in here, so. Don't know what I'm doing. I always gotta have that thing. You put the quarter in, get the cart. So people put the damn cart back. It's actually smart because people do not put their carts back. It has been a minute since I've been in here. Let me tell you, it's been way too long. Y'all like the Inception thing I got going on here? You can watch me, watching you, watching me. Sound like an R&B song. All right, you already got the snacks. I feel like we have to get cinnamon rolls just because I've been doing cinnamon rolls at all these places and I've yet to try these. Don't make me walk in here and get half the store. We getting like 5 things and then we can spin the block. I'm not gonna end up with a whole pile of Aldi stuff to do. Oh, this is a fun story also. Did you know that Aldi is being sued for doing this? A lot of their stuff, they have off-brand stuff, but the problem is that you can see they don't change anything. So Chips Ahoy and their chocolate chip cookies, like the package looks almost identical. I don't know what came of that, but it was recently. You can see like this looks like Teddy Grahams and so on. So even their Oreos, which is right here, like there's really not that much of a difference. You know, they changed some stuff around. So I don't know if they'll be able to get away with it or if they're gonna have to change it or what, but I do know they have to change something. Speaking of knockoff, we getting these only Aldi brand stuff today. So key lime cream knockoff Oreos, pecan shorties, fudge stripes, mint fudge stripes, the peanut butter rounds, and then I'm getting these though. I'm a key lime person, so y'all just gonna have to deal with it. We doing the key lime cookies too, these joints, soft baked joints. Before I decide on getting one more of these, I just want to spin around the store once and see, but there's 2 things that have caught my eye more than anything. One of these Danishes to see if they rock with Entenmann's, and then just these soft baked cookies. Ooh, kitchen sink, yeah, we're doing that. No, forget that. Kitchen sink, like a Panera, getting these. I know to some of you I might look a little ridiculous wearing these glasses because I have sunglasses on and I'm inside. They're actually not that dark and I can see perfectly, but I took the plunge and I got another pair of the Meta Ray-Bans, which I have the original ones that are just regular lenses, but I've been wearing sunglasses so much that I decided to kind of get a pair that I could record doing this kind of stuff, just because now I'm wearing sunglasses. They're much more easier for me to remember to keep around. The other ones, I always felt like I looked weird walking around with like glasses that looked like that with the big camera that weren't sunglasses. It's like a weird thing, but now that I got these, I kind of tested them out and I've been wearing them today and I like the sunglasses, so it works. Even though people that see me walking around might think that, you know, I'm a little crazy, I'm holding a big ass camera. So I am a little crazy.
Love your stuff.
Thank you, bro. I wasn't even paying attention because I was walking in here doing my whole soliloquy, but now we're gonna, should I get some knockoff cereal? I'm not, you know what? Every time I do cereal, I never end up eating it. I do need almond milk though, like 100%. So I've had most of these. Frosted Flakes. I've had one of these, to be honest. There's no need. I'm gonna tell you this, they're like little store brands that they have in here. They're fine. If you feel like you wanna save money, you know, the thing is, depending on what you get, like for example, it's like $1 less. See, it's the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the family size, $3.97. This one's $2.49. Like if you want to save the $1, they're really not that different. Also need almond milk. I actually should get 2 of these. I drink almond milk with my protein shakes every single night. And I just personally, I don't like protein shakes with water. I think it tastes like crap. But when I mix them with milk, I like them a lot more. So I take the extra calories. It's only about 60 extra calories per shake because I use about 8 to 12 ounces, which is a serving. 8 ounces is 30 calories. So sometimes I'll have 2. So it's not much. I think I want to grab a couple of things that look interesting here and the little finds. So got this rice bowl, 310 calories. Pretty decent macros for a frozen meal. I'm gonna try it. I've heard a lot of crazy things about these. I've seen like TikToks on them. Smash burgers. I don't even know what the hell they are really. Yeah, so you just cook these. It says it cooks in minutes. So frying pan or flat top. Yeah, 4 minutes on each side. Really not bad. But y'all see these macros right here? I can't do that. Like normally I say F it and just be like, get it anyway. But in this case, I would end up making one and they would sit in my freezer for like a month because I wouldn't eat them. 25 grams of fat per serving is like, you might as well just drink oil. That's crazy for me. This looks super interesting. I gotta try this. Look at this. Make sure I get a box that ain't been messed with, but Barks root beer, like frozen root beer, vanilla ice cream float. Sounds interesting. I was gonna do these tots. I had them before. I did them in a video last year. They're decent though. But pepper jack pretzel bites. See the cooking instructions. Microwave, perfect. One thing that Aldi gonna do. If they're gonna do one thing, they're gonna come out with some stuff that don't make no sense. And they're gonna have some finds here that you're like, ooh, that sounds good. I have walked in here to get like 3 things and walked out with just the most nonsensical that I'm never going to eat. I've done it a lot too. Okay, so I got 7 items in total. I think that's gonna be it for me today, but we will definitely, I know I'm getting old when I see all these kids on this motorized stuff. No joke, on the way here, the person in front of me turned onto a side road and he almost hit 2 kids that were on those like little motorized bikes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be, you know, Mr. Voice of Reason and all this other stuff, but I know most of y'all are telling y'all kids, if you have kids or if you are a kid, be careful on those bikes because y'all are going fast. And what happened was they turned onto the side road where there's a pedestrian walkway, but there's no stop sign for people coming onto the main road onto the side road. So the person turned real quick and they just flew out into the street and he had to slam on the brakes. And the kid like jumped off because they had 2 kids on the bike. He jumped off the bike and then stared him down like he was wrong. But there's no stop sign there. And y'all were not in the road when he turned. You were off the road. You're going like 25 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour on them little bikes. Y'all are going fast. You got to be careful, bro. That's really dangerous. I'm not trying to be that. I know if you got kids or whatever, you telling them the same thing that I'm saying, but you know, just be careful on those bikes, man. Even on a regular bike on foot, because sometimes we're following road signs and right away and stuff, and you can get yourself hurt or worse. So when I saw it, the person slammed, is literally the car in front of me on the way here. The person slammed on the brakes, and the 2 kids, one of the kids kept riding, didn't even say anything, and the other kid hopped off the bike and like literally stood in front of the car like Mel Gibson in Braveheart and was like staring the guy down like he was like flexing. I'm like, bro, you were wrong. You know what I'm saying? I see one oh, see, they have one hiding back here. We getting this one too. This is raspberry and white chocolate chip cookies. That's such a dope combo, but I'm gonna call it today. I had to tell that story because, you know, unfortunately, I want to say like 4 years ago, there was a similar situation in the town that I was at at the time, and there was a young kid, and a dude was driving a delivery truck, and he did the same thing. He turned the corner, and the kid ended up like, you know, losing his life. Young kid, you know, just riding a bike, but the driver was really distraught, obviously, from what had happened. But the reality was, the kid was on the side of the road, and when he turned, they had the security footage from the camera that was on the side because it was like by a store. The driver was on the side of the road, and when he turned, the kid wasn't there. He came out of nowhere, and he ended up, you know, hitting because there's no stop sign there. So if you're riding those things, you got to be careful, man. But I'm not going to sit here and get 77 things because then I end up with a whole bunch of stuff and me going, okay, I have to get rid of this before I move on. This way, it's like 1 or 2 videos and we'll move forward. Where I'm at is the Aldi in Lodi, New Jersey, and there's also an Amazon Fresh store next door that I'm gonna go to soon as well, so I don't wanna get too much stuff. By the register, bro, they got me apple pie slices. I'm gonna grab this one right here. And then they also got these Bake Shop oatmeal raisins. I'm gonna grab that too. That was my Aldi's trip for today. I definitely am gonna come back. I know they have seasonal stuff, I know, but I don't wanna, I keep falling into this trap because I'm, you know, I do what I do. I'm very impulsive and I'll buy whatever with my food. So sometimes, bro, I end up getting half the damn store. But I'm trying not to do that from now on. So we only got like 10 things, but should be good enough. Me put this stuff in my car and go. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope y'all, let me know what you think about the metas, the POV shots and the stuff like that. I'm gonna try to add some more stuff like that in the videos. I'm sorry this cart is so crazy, but they didn't pave this driveway in God knows how long. But let me know what you think about the meta stuff. And yeah, that's it. I'll catch y'all next video.